Hey everyone, Complex back with another video, and today Genshin Impact 1.1 update has officially launched, and with it came a whole host of new things, including a new archive system. There is also new quests, both world and just main story quests. There are new characters and new consumables and just a lot. But one of the most exciting things that came with it is the brand new reputation system that is currently located in both Liyue as well as Mondstadt. So today I want to walk you through everything that you're going to need to know in order to successfully navigate the new reputation system. As a heads up, you do have to hit Adventure Rank 25 before you can access the reputation system. Now, you will by default, once you hit AR 25, get Knight of the Realm as a world quest. The other quest is Ministry Missions, and that will unlock once you unlock Liyue. So if for whatever reason you get to AR 25 and you don't have Liyue unlocked, that might be why that doesn't pop up for you. But we'll start with talking about the Mondstadt reputation system. You want to go ahead after you unlock that world quest and head over to Mondstadt and then talk to Hertha, who is going to be your point of contact going forward. Now, once you head over to Hertha and have your initial conversation, you will unlock the start of the reputation system. One thing to bear in mind, though, is that you have to talk to Hertha every single time you would like to access the reputation menu for Mondstadt. There is no, as far as I can see, at least so far, quick menu. That might change down the road, but you do have to go ahead and approach her, and she doesn't move from this spot. Now, once you finish your initial conversation with Hertha, you now are able to preview the reputation system menu. Now, there is a lot going on in this menu, so let's break it down piece by piece. First, you'll see that you have 4 different squares that you can click into, as well as a reputation level in your bottom left, and then a little treasure icon, which is just the different rewards you'll get for ranking up your reputation. Now, the bounties and requests by default are locked. You do have to hit level 2, and this is just in Mondstadt. It's a little different in Liyue. Now, the other thing that you'll notice, you have world exploration as well as Mondstadt quests. The nice thing is these are retroactive. So all the exploration, all the questing you've already done has actually carried over to this. So you don't have to do anything to get those back, which is really nice. So you can go ahead and claim whatever it is you have to claim. Now, once you hit the level 2, for the reputation system, you do have, of course, another prize, which is just really nice. And then you now have access to the world quests as well as the bounties. Now, one really important point is that the reputation system, you can do 3 bounties as well as 3 world quests a week, and this applies to all cities. So for instance, I did a bounty in Mondstadt, and then when I went over to Liyue, it said that I had already completed 1 out of 3 bounties. Now, I could still see all 3 bounties because they are different in Liyue, but if I wanted to, I could only do 2 more because I've already done 1 for the week. So that applies to both the bounties as well as the world quests, and that is something to bear in mind going forward. You are going to have to make sure that you're managing what you do where in order to max out reputation wherever it is you might need. There is no right or wrong in that. It's just going to be person dependent. Now, the world quests are super easy, at least from what I could see in Mondstadt. It was people just asking for basically like food or flowers or raw products and stuff like that. So super easy to do, great way to get reputation. The bounties, on the other hand, were a little confusing to start. So I will do an entirely separate video walking you through that just in case you're having any trouble completing them. Now, once you've kind of completed stuff and it's time to claim your rewards, you just want to hit the little treasure icon. And as you can see, the level 8 reward for both Liyue and Mondstadt are 2 different gliders, and they are both stunning, and I cannot wait to unlock them. So with the rewards for this reputation system, they've actually got a lot of interesting things in here. As you can see at level 2 and level 4, you're going to unlock 2 different features. One is the mining outcrop search, which will help you with mining and finding different nodes for that. And then another one is the merchant discount. So you will be getting a discount at merchants, which is really nice. And then there are a few other different blueprints that seem like they're going to be really helpful. One's like a portable stove. There's going to be one that will allow you to create like a wind current and everything like that. And it's just a lot of stuff going into it. So as I unlock them, I will do separate videos just to explain how each of these things work and how you would go ahead and craft them. Now, let's head on over to Liyue, and I just want to show you what's a little different about that area. Now, once you get into Liyue, you're going to want to go towards the docks, kind of behind and down the stairs from where the Adventurers Guild is located. You're going to want to talk to Miss Yu, who, once again, you are going to have to interact with her every single time you want to access the Liyue reputation system, and she does not move, so don't worry about that. There is also a marker for her on your map. Now, you will go ahead and pull up the Liyue menu, which is beautiful, but there is one gigantic difference between Liyue and Mondstadt. In order to do the citizen quests, you have to not only be level 2 for your reputation, but you have to have completed the newest quest that just launched, which means you have to be AR 35 and have completed every other main story quest before that. So don't worry if you don't have that available to you just yet, because as I had mentioned earlier, the weekly quests as well as bounties are 3 per all the cities. So it's not just 3 in Mondstadt and 3 in Liyue. It's you can only do 3 between the two. So you can just go ahead and concentrate on Mondstadt and that reputation until you're wherever you need to be in order to unlock the Liyue stuff. The bounties, however, are unlocked at the reputation level 2. So you can go ahead and start those if that's something that you'd like to do. If you want to like try to balance who's getting what kind of reputation, you could just do like Mondstadt weekly requests from people and then do the bounties in Liyue if you'd like. Now, one thing is there is also stuff for the world exploration as well as quests. The quests are pretty self-explanatory. As you're walking around, you might see the little exclamation point that is blue above people's heads. And those quests are what they're talking about. World exploration is pretty much exploring the world and unlocking things like the shrines, the different fast travel points, finding the different domains and everything like that. So if you're somebody that hasn't started to kind of search around and explore, you might want to consider doing that as you are progressing through the game to help you with the reputation system once you hit AR 25. Now, the most interesting part of Liyue is when you hit a particular level in the reputation system, you will have access to condensed resin, which will be I believe, a blueprint, and it will be a consumable to replenish your resin. So if you're somebody that is doing a lot of grinding and needs a lot of resin, that is something to consider kind of grinding out as soon as possible to make your life a little bit easier down the road and give yourself a little bit more resin. But y'all, that is going to be it from me today. That is the reputation system in a nutshell. Hopefully this helped if you were confused at all. The main takeaway though from this is that Mondstadt and Liyue both have their own reputation systems. They have their own separate things that you will get for prizes from leveling up the reputation system. So make sure that you are checking out what you're going to get as rewards so you can maximize what you're doing when within the reputation system, especially with the bounties and world quests. But bear in mind that the quests that you can do as well as the bounties, there are only 3 per week that you can do total, and that is spread across Mondstadt as well as Liyue, and then I am going to assume any other future cities that we might get. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below or go ahead and find me on Twitch. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and or day depending on where you are in the world, and I will catch you next time. Bye guys!